As we near the end of the canvassing of votes, let's look at another count, an audit of campaign spending. The Omnibus Election Code puts a cap on campaign spending. Candidates running under a party are only allowed to spend 3 pesos per voter, while independent candidates are given the leeway to spend more, 5 pesos per voter. So with a little more than 60 million registered voters, that should be around 190 million pesos for candidates with a party and 318 million pesos for independent candidates. Keep those limits in mind, because the Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism, or PCIJ, says the top spenders in the senatorial race may have vastly overspent, with the top 7 alone spending an estimated total of 2.2 billion pesos in campaign ads. PCIJ, we have to note, made its computations using the rate cards compiled by media monitoring company Nielsen. Now note, the actual rates given by broadcast stations could be lower than their published rates. And there are potential 30 to 50% discounts for candidates under the Fair Elections Act. Now, all of that as a given, ranking first with PCIJ's estimate of around 460 million pesos in spending for campaign ads is Mar Rojas. Now, allowing for 30 to 50% discounts, Rojas ad spend could have been lower, as we said, possibly settling in at around 230 to 320 million pesos. That will be within limits. Re-election Senator Cynthia Villar follows with an estimated 400 million pesos in campaign ads, which could go down to 200 to 280 million pesos if we factor in discounts. Ranking third, we have Francis Tolentino with 330 million pesos. Fourth is re-election Senator Sani Angara with 308 million. Fifth is JV Ejercito with 295 million. Sixth, Amy Marcos, 266 million. Seventh, Bongo with 213 million. Sergio Osmeña ranks 8th with 318 million, but note that Osmeña ran as an independent candidate and therefore he did have a higher spending limit. Ranking 9th is Jinggoy Estrada. 10th, Bam Aquino. Again, this is all a rough estimate based on the published advertising rates of broadcast networks as monitored by Nielsen. Of the top 10 spenders, only half actually made it to the so-called Magic 12. Cynthia Villar, Francis Tolentino, Sani Angara, Amy Marcos, and Bongo. The rest are in 13th to 17th place. Now, another thing to note, campaign spending does not end with television ads. COMELEC also takes into account what it calls ground war spending. That would include travel expenses, compensation for campaign staff, printing for tarpaulins and t-shirts, meetings or rallies, rental of equipment, and so on and so forth, including auditoriums, vehicles, and even cell phone loads. Candidates and parties are required to compute all of these in their statement of contributions and expenditures, which should then be submitted to COMELEC on or before June 13. We will see if everything adds up, and more important, if they come in within or under legal limits.